Ready to go. The press, Mr. Sewell. The press in New Beach Current were notified of this meeting. A copy of same was posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and on the municipal website. The meeting will come to order. Would you please stand for the flag salute? Attention salute.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tom, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Becker. Here. Mr. Blumberg.
Here.
Mr. Talby.
Here.
We have before you the minutes of our August 15th meetings. Are there any additions or corrections?
No, I make a motion that we approve the minutes as is.
Second.
Mr. Becker.
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg.
Yes.
Mr. Talby.
Yes.
Is there any public comment? We have 3 minutes.
We'll use them judiciously, Mayor.
I thank you, Ms. Sewell. You always do.
Sewell, 22 West Drive. Mayor, what's that? You don't want me to talk too close, do you, Annie? Oh, it's profound, to say the least. To satisfy Annie, I'll speak closer into the mic. I don't want to blow the solicitor off the table or wake him up. But I want to ask the mayor to ask his cohort, co-defendant, and co-conspirator, no, not that one, the one on your right side. Yes, she's the only one named in a suit that I know of. I think Blumberg has been suit-free, or suit-free. But anyway, I believe, Mayor, that your cohort, co-defendant, and co-conspirator have been talking about an ordinance to ban the incestuous nepotism that goes on in this town, Mayor. Can you inquire from her if this thing is going to proceed? And if so, Mayor, would she be magnanimous enough not only to ban the incestuous nepotism that goes on in this town, but to ban cronyism and patronage, plus the pay-to-play provision. I'd like to see something as strict or stricter than what Denny Levinson has on the county level. And I would like to have it include services in kind. I think that would be most helpful to keep things on a higher ethical plane, which is so sorely lacking in this particular town. And I will perhaps ask the mayor to recollect that classic case of nepotism where a pregnant widow was going to be scotched from her position when she availed herself of maternity leave. I think, Mayor, that certainly tainted the well water of high or low ethical behavior. And I think further, that this type of nepotism taints and clouds the mayor's ability to appoint board members because he has a vested interest. Not only a vested interest, but the mayor has a conflict of interest, an ethical conflict of interest.
15 seconds.
I'll use those 15 seconds rather wisely, Mayor, to urge you to stop appointing board members that promulgate your policy of not willing to have shared services with Ventnor. Your buddy, Dr. Dennis Kelly, former superintendent of the Ventnor school system, has assured that we are on the cusp. I want to finish the sentence, Mayor. You can turn it off, but I have a voice loud enough to carry over it. Let me finish my words. Don't interrupt. It's for transparency, Mayor, something that you're sorely lacking. And I would like to see... I'm not done, Mayor. I'm finishing my sentence.
Chief, I'm not waiting today, Chief. Get him out of here.
I want to finish the sentence, Mayor.
John? You know, I was hoping in the Jewish New Year that you would learn a little respect. I guess that's too much.
Respect? Respect, Mayor?
Get him out. Is there any other public comment?
Ann Pancos, 200 North Osborne Avenue. I think it was in the last administration, I asked about poles, electric poles on streets. And I'm not quoting you, Tom, but I think you said that we had to ask the commission if there was a need for electric pole. Is that true? On Osborne Avenue, there's no light, and Maury, I don't even know if you've noticed it, but at night it's pitch black, and there are several senior citizens on the block. I'll include myself as one. I don't have a problem with it because my house is right on the corner. But if you look down the street, there's an older woman that lives in the middle of the block, and an older man who lives on the right, and the street is totally black. And I didn't know whether there was a policy or they could have electric pole put there. I didn't know.
There is no written policy, but it has been a request to the commission, and they would direct somebody to check into what it would cost and how feasible it is. We can do that if you'd like. I could do that if you'd like.
Okay, thank you.
Would you want me to?
Sure, but let's see
Okay.
the cost. Yeah, okay.
And I just need to get the exact location.
And why don't you get together with Tom, and we'll look at it. Tom will get a cost, and we'll see where we want to go, okay? Any other public comment? Is there a motion to close public comment?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Talby?
Yes.
Is there any public comment on resolutions and second readings of ordinances?
Sewell, 22 West Drive. Mayor, your undivided attention to resolution number 171. I realize that transparency is not your strong suit, but could you elaborate and expound a little more on precisely what this irrevocable license agreement might pertain to and include, and maybe the solicitor could help you?
John, as you know, I have recused myself on everything for 6 years.
I'll direct the question to the solicitor.
Perhaps the solicitor would be...
Solicitor?
I'd be happy to.
Thank you,
As you're probably
Solicitor.
aware, Colmar Home Center went to the planning board, got approvals, they upgraded their property. One of the upgrades was to change and create a pole sign that identifies their facility, the fact that it's Colmar Home Center and Kitchen Design. It is to be located in a right-of-way area that was previously an easement granted by the city to Colmar approximately 20 years ago, early 90s. And now this license further allows a sign to be, as I understand, they're replacing it. It'll be a new sign elevated up.
This easement or license, has this been cost-free over the past 20 years, solicitor?
I'm sure it has been.
It hasn't been or has?
I believe it has been, yes. It was an easement regarding that right-of-way along Essex Avenue.
Now, will this sign in any way reduce the number of allotted parking spaces
No.
that were originally granted?
No, I don't believe so at all, no.
All right. I think that adequately covers it. Thank you very much.
You supported that?
I'll reserve that, just like the mayor. We're in reservation.
There are other license agreements on that block, and they are all the same, free. There's no cost for license agreements.
Well, perhaps that should be reviewed, city clerk.
Perhaps, but not necessary.
But fortunately, all those businesses have been here, especially to service the needs of the people as we rebuild from the hurricane.
I sort of recall that Colmar was down on Lafayette.
And fortunately, it moved to Margate.
Yes. Thank you, solicitor.
Solicitor.
Actually, solicitor, you could say there are 2 extra parking spots that will be at one parking lot because of the sign. Wait a
You know,
minute.
that's right. I forgot that. Yes, there's an addition. Because of the relocation of some of the on-site improvements, they're creating 2 additional parking spots.
Handicapped?
I believe they do have, yes, I know they have handicap there, yes.
You're relentless, John.
Yes, they do. Are you, enough.
Are we going to patronize that establishment? The way the Bala Booster was treated?
Are you,
I don't
do you-
think I need that litigation solicitor.
Moving rapidly forward.
Moving.
Tom, for the record, Rich, for the record, I had discussions with the solicitor as well as with Roger between meetings, and I'm prepared to vote on 171 at this meeting if that so is Brenda's desire as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Any other public comment? Make a motion to close public comment.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Mr. Talby?
Yes.
Mr. Hiltner.
Okay, we have the second, the hearing already did take place several weeks back on ordinance number 16 for the establishing the energy aggregation program. So it's really now up for a vote.
I make a motion that we approve.
I second that motion.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
The next ordinance does have to be re-advertised due to the last meeting change, or this meeting change, rather. So we'll go on to resolutions. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, authorized, 163, authorized payment of claims and payroll.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
164, authorizes payment to Colmar.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
Resolution, I lost my agenda. 165, approves specifications for the painting of the water tank.
Make that motion, please.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
166, approves specification for Phase 1 of the HVAC work at City Hall.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Blumberg?
Yes.
Talby?
Yes.
167, approves the adjustments to the 2013 water and sewer bills as previously discussed.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Talby?
Yes.
168, ratifies the previously discussed
I will
three-year
make-
contract with PBA.
I will happily make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Talby?
Yes.
169, approves a grant, DOT grant for the reconstruction of Amherst Avenue.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
And 171, 170, submission of a grant for the reconstruction of Winchester Avenue.
Make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Mr. Blumberg? Ms.
Yes.
Talby?
Yes.
And 171 authorizes the aforediscussed revocable license agreement.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Mr. Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
Mayor, if I may, I'd ask that it be put in the minutes that you'll be adopting as the, as the caption Director of Public Safety, the rules and regulations for the Margate Police Department before we close the meeting.
Okay.
I want it in the minutes. I
All
think
right,
it's
good.
important.
Tom, you got that?
I
Yes.
agree.
Okay.
So done.
Fine.
Thank you.
Anything, anybody have anything else? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Mr. Becker?
Yes.
Blumberg?
Yes.
Ms. Talby?
Yes.
Thank you all for being